just a second.
That's not soon enough.
Oh, do it now. Now. Stop a dragon from eating us.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live stream at Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening. You can watch all of our D&D live series as well as reviews and Let's Plays on my YouTube channel. And read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com. Head on over to Chat for the Lost Plane after our show tonight for our live post-session discussion. You can follow me on Twitter at roguewatson and join our official Discord server with invite link in the description below. You can support the channel at patreon.com/roguewatson. Shoutouts to my platinum patrons, Joe, Will, Tiny Dancer, Manuel, Basil, Huskar124, Wizard Princess, my favorite D&D player, Christopher, Dave, and By Inspection. And gold patrons, RPG Papercrafts, Charming Grenade, Pretty Boy Numa, Marcos Dave Vicente, Gilberto, Sean A.K., Cert 2B, Adam, Dead Lizard Lounge, Sam, Ross, Lumpy Spuds, Jerome, Fatboy619, Scalenia, Nick, thank you all very much for your support.
I'm Chris, your Dungeon Master, and I am joined by our awesome players. Reese playing the Warforged War Cleric, Tim.
Hello.
Raymond playing the half-elf assassin rogue, Kethra. He's here, wandering around somewhere. Rochelle playing the Triton Lorebard champion fighter, Gillian Flounderson. Heather playing the human Oath of Devotion paladin, Scarlet O'Fair.
Hello.
And Derek playing the Tiefling Monster Slayer Ranger, Fiend Warlock, Kaelin Cazador.
Hey.
We use Roll20.net for our campaign, Discord for video chat, and stream it all using open broadcaster software with Streamlabs. I thought there was something more coming out of you there.
Yeah. I got nothing.
He's a little special.
Yeah.
Haven't I talked enough?
Previously on War for the Lost Plane, the adventurers rested in the Crystal Cavern, and then set off to the south in search of the druid Marina's other foes, the were-orcs of some kind. As they traveled, they saw more of the Marin Grove, including alcoves where the bodies of innumerable numbers of victims were piled. Some not but skeletons, some turned into statues. They reached a group of buildings, old and overgrown, but before they could enter, vines on the ground writhed and formed words, "Free me," and directed them to the east. Kethra promptly ignored them, entering the building with Tim following behind, while an eager Scarlet followed the vine trail, a cautious Kaelin behind her. The building was large, but mostly empty and undisturbed for quite some time. Rooms within rooms revealed bathrooms and closets. Kethra activated buttons on an altar, revealing a spell scroll within, and Tim examined the religious paraphernalia, recognizing that the building must have been some kind of holy place dedicated to a god of the hunt at some point in the past. Meanwhile, Scarlet and Kaelin followed the vines to the east, climbing a set of stone stairs to find a gigantic, slumbering green dragon. The dragon had a long sword lodged in its head, gems faintly glowing in its pommel. The wind seemed to whisper, "Free me." And when Scarlet loudly addressed the whispering wind, the dragon awoke. Moments later, the dragon crashed down next to them and cordially introduced itself as Telluri. Scarlet immediately recognized a kindred spirit, striking up a congenial conversation with the friendly, talkative dragon, especially when she mentioned that they were on official business from Marina. While she spoke, Kaelin probed the mind of the dragon with his magic, deducing that they were not speaking to the dragon itself, but the sword, which had somehow taken control of the creature. With that, Styx was sent to retrieve the rest of the party. Before heading to them, however, Kethra had one last task, as she noticed a nearby cave with 3 sleeping bears and a weapon rack behind them. Stealthing in and out, she deprived the rack of its weapons, and the adventurers came back together. After combining their information, including what Tim was able to glean from the ghost of Kristen in his mind, they decided to remove the sword, gaining a magic sword and hopefully a grateful dragon. The plan? Kethra would leap onto its head while Scarlet spoke to it, Kaelin would teleport to join him, and the two would pull before the dragon could react. A dragon's reflexes are nothing to take for granted, however, and the moment Kethra stepped foot on the dragon, he reared up. It seemed their plan would be put to the test.
A bit of editorializing there.
It's not all just reading.
Too bad they have made a grave mistake here.
That's right. And because Gillian wasn't with us last session, I will start this with some dialogue from Telluride, so you get an idea of what you're dealing with here.
Can you do the thing where you teleport us to the part of the map we need to be looking at?
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Scarlett,
you were speaking with Telluride, and he was saying something. You guys were talking about Marina in this forest, and Telluride was saying something along the lines of, "Well, darling, it's wonderful to see you have such a aesthetically pleasing taste.
oh well.
These woods, I don't know if you've noticed, but these woods are rather drab. Full of those. Have you seen those little stick figures that Marina makes?"
I have. I don't know why she's putting them up. Do you know why she's putting those up there?
Oh no, just guarding against any outsiders, trying to scare people off, that sort of thing. Not that we've had any visitors in quite some time. Well, besides those fiendish things, but they came and disappeared. I don't know what happened to them.
Oh, did Marina take care of them?
Well, I'm certain she got it taken care of somehow. She didn't approach me to solve the problem, that's all I know.
There you go. They must not have been necessary for your very immense skill set. So,
Oh, that is very kind of you to say.
oh, yes, I'm sure she only comes to you with the greatest of needs. She doesn't want to trifle you with just the most boring and mundane types of dilly-dally.
And Scarlett, as you are saying that, is when you see Kethra get up on that ledge, leap onto the dragon with the intention of running up the dragon's back towards the head. But the moment Kethra's foot touches the dragon, he rears up and says, "Betrayal! How could you?"
I did not do a thing!
And at this point, I need everybody to roll initiative.
How could you?
I don't want to. Alright, one good, one bad. Let's keep this going.
Oh, shit. Do I want to use my inspiration to re-roll my initiative? Nope, I'm ahead of the dragon. That's all that matters.
You are ahead of the dragon.
The DM size.
Oh, Lord.
Ah,
I can't remember if it was during the end of the session or the shoot, what's the thing that follows it? Whether Chris said that the roll is very important.
yes, the initiative roll was. I think we talked about it in chat for the Lost Plane. The initiative
Chat
roll
was,
was going
right,
to mean
right.
quite a bit. And he rolled a 6.
Yeah, I did.
In case Rochelle wanted to know that. Or 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had known that information, I would have rolled better.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, we got this.
We'll see how it goes.
Y'all are gonna ruin my brand new friend.
This technically Styx has to. There we go. Styx is slow. Not as slow as an ancient dragon.
Nope. I can't believe that. You rolled well, he only got a +2. He didn't have a great initiative roll.
Yeah. The odds were
Get
against
that.
you anyway. You've got 1 versus our 5 rolls.
Right.
I rolled a 2.
Kethler wants to remind everybody she was going for the werebear first.
That's true.
That was her vote was the werebears. Look what happened.
And yet you were easily suggestible when it came to pulling this pulling the sword out of this dragon's skull.
No, not usually suggestible, just fed up.
Okay.
I don't even feel like talking about it anymore.
Let's just get this done.
I was fed up. I'm like, just forget it.
This is the we'll get to the ice cream store very soon. We promise. This is your werebears.
We're going to the ice cream store when we pull up to the dentist.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is.
Do you remember what special thing you have on right now, Kethra? That I marked that little
my
star?
armor? Oh,
No.
it's a star.
You got a little token on your
I think
token?
we might have
I think
used
I'm blessed by
Gillian to
somebody.
give Bardic Inspiration, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I-
yes, that is Bardic Inspiration. Yes.
Good job, Gillian.
There's also bless.
Was he blessed?
I blessed someone.
Oh, that's right. You did at the end. Which was,
Bless
yeah.
someone.
How many people can you
Up
bless?
to 3, I blessed.
Up to 3? All right.
Someone's.
You better
Myself, Styx, and Gillian.
Or some things. Sticks. He can't bless a demon.
It
It
burns.
shrieks.
Yeah. Who are you blessing, Tim?
The people at the top. Near
Okay.
the dragon. Near the action.
What is the blessed with the little angel wings?
Well, I was hoping I was so light-footed I could climb the dragon without noticing. But someone deemed that not true.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Kethra, with your bardic inspiration and your bless, you are currently hanging on to the back of a reared-up dragon.
Hanging on to the haunches.
That's right.
Well, all I could do is take my dagger out and use it to help me climb up.
Oh my
the leg.
god.
Friend!
That's-
If his skin is so sensitive that he can feel me, I can use a dagger as a pit.
How sensitive are you now?
You're climbing the dragon with your
Oh my goodness.
with your dagger.
Yeah.
All right. This will be basically just a climbing check. I'll let you give me an athletics check to climb up the dragon using your daggers your dagger as a.
Wait, what'd you say? Athletics check?
Yeah. All right.
I like it. 19.
Kethra, you are able to climb the about 15 feet from where you're at, 15 20 feet, up to basically the head right next to the neck of this dragon. And you are, the neck's probably about as thick as you are, but that means you're kind of hanging on to the neck slightly awkwardly.
I am not thick.
No, you're not.
Use your words carefully.
It's as thick as a dwarf.
Okay, that's better. Anyway, what is my goal? Like, you said I'm right next to the... No. You said I'm-
You're hanging off a dragon and only now asking what your motivation is.
Hey guys!
I forgot.
Why am I doing this? No. Where am I, and how much more further do I have to go?
You can reach the sword from where you're at. With that athletics check, you can get up to within melee reach of that sword.
But I'm
At the top
still
of that.
dangling, or I'm staying on top of the head?
You have a dagger plunged into the dragon as you're climbing up it.
Right.
Or you're at least in this with like embedded in the scales. So you can reach the sword, but you're not like standing on anything. You're still in like a climbing position.
Okay.
So the
I
song
imagine the
Reach Out and
sword-
Touch Me is playing for you.
I imagine
That's
the
right.
sword is at the top of the dragon's
Kind
head.
of. Yeah.
So I would have to climb one more time to get a better grip? Or...
Imagine like
We need a battle map of this dragon's back,
Wait.
basically.
I'm trying to imagine. Yeah, make a map of the head.
imagine you're hanging like the dragon is a wall, and right now the dragon is reared up,
He's
and so
looking up.
you can from where you're hanging you can look up and see the sword. It's within reach, but your feet aren't on anything. You're just climbing up this almost sheer face of this dragon.
Okay, so I guess we'll see what happens on my next turn.
Okay,
Well-
yeah, I'll let you like if you want to like get a hand on like
Yeah, I was
grip
just
it.
gonna
You could do
ask,
that.
That was my movement to climb. So do I have action still?
Yeah, you still have an action.
Okay, but you said I can just grab it with my other hand then.
Right. Yeah, as
But
you're
I can't-
climbing.
Can I pull?
You can attempt it. Right now, you pulling would involve you, like a repeller, like grabbing the hilt of the sword and trying to like maybe push out with your legs or something. Because you don't have you're not standing on anything where you could like lean over and try to pick it up.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. You get your hands on it. You try to like just push off the dragon. Give me an athletics check with disadvantage, please.
Remember all the buffs you've got, though.
What's my buff? I have bardic inspiration
And
Yep.
and bless.
And bless.
Plus,
Is
is
for
for saving
attack
throws
roll or
and attack
saving roll?
rolls.
Oh, okay.
And what is my bardic inspiration now?
It's a D8.
A D8.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll the bardic inspiration first.
Okay. just have it there.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it. Ah, damn. +1.
Yep.
+1 to a 16.
Wow, not bad
not bad at all.
for a disadvantage roll. With a 16, let me see.
17, technically.
17 with the 17. You pull, you give the sword a good a hefty pull, and you feel the sword come out maybe 4 or 5 inches from the dragon's skull.
Ooh.
And the dragon roars in pain as you do this. And you, once you do this, Kethra, unfortunately what you find is that you're far enough away from the dragon now, holding onto the length of the sword, that you got no more leverage. You're just hanging by the hilt of this sword at this point.
Safest
That's
place to
fine
be.
by
Y'all hear Scarlet just screaming, "What in the ever-loving Torm are you doing?"
Catherine, just Kaylin made me do it.
Very careful surgery.
All right. Right now, Kethra is hanging off of a sword, off of the dragon's head. Tim,
So,
your turn.
Is it like halfway out or a little bit out or like what kind
It's
of
a little
progress?
bit out. You guys have a hard time telling exactly how long this sword is. Maybe about 2 feet of the sword was sticking out of the dragon already, and you got maybe like 6 inches of it out, between 4 and 6 inches pulled out, but it's still there.
Okay.
Tim,
My friends, it looks like you're in quite the pickle.
You could say that.
I must say, this does not look good for you. Good luck.
And he walked out of our lives forever.
The concentration. I guess I'll come here, and if the dragon attacks anyone, I'll ready attack Warhammer.
okay.
With my focus breaker.
All right.
That's what I'll do.
Okay. Tim readies an attack for if the dragon attacks anyone else. Kaylin.
I'm going to do what I said last session, which is to Misty Step onto the dragon's head, assuming it is within 30 feet.
It is. It's almost 30 feet straight, or maybe about 25 feet straight up to the head of the dragon.
Okay.
Now, I want to paint you a picture here.
Huh?
The dragon's head, like imagine this is the dragon's head. Like
Uh-huh.
the snout, eyes. The dragon's head is like this currently.
That's...
There's a sword sticking out of it.
Uh-huh.
There's a Kethra hanging from the sword.
Uh-huh. So, I'm going to call it... Coming up.
Yeah, I don't, are you gonna try to teleport like standing on top of the sword?
Ideally
Are you-
not into the dragon's mouth, but otherwise just
Yeah.
somewhere in the
Like
vicinity.
between its eyes.
Yeah, like right here.
Is there?
Like-
Yeah, how much brow is there I can land
Right.
on? Yeah, there's probably not a lot of good places to land, but I will attempt to teleport into a place, and I mean I can see where the dragon's head is, so I can kind of
For sure.
try to get as close to the sword as I can, possibly grabbing it as I teleport in.
Bonus action, you disappear in a silvery mist. All right, you teleport.
Brimstone mist. I need to update that.
Oh yeah.
It's demon
Yep.
powers.
You teleport right on top of the head, right above where Kethra's at. Kaylin, I will need you to give me a dexterity saving throw as you teleport onto the head.
Gracefully. As gracefully as possible.
That's right.
This is my best save, and I'm excited to not embarrass myself.
I'm glad. Okay. That's plus 10. Jesus. Yeah. All right, Kaylin, what would you like to have done when you teleported in?
Very dramatically appear right next to Kethra and also hang on to the sword. Just counting. So, the plan is working well, I see.
You two are now pressed against each other, holding on to this sword hilt.
Yes.
Front to front.
You both become acutely curious at that point about how much weight the sword might hold, and what would happen if you just fell.
That's true. Does that help us get the sword out? Because obviously I'm going to use my action to try to pull it out. And Kethra's there too, like hanging on.
Yeah, yep. It might. If you do realize from your current vantage point, if you do pull the sword out at this point, you're both just falling 30 feet to the ground.
You know what? I will take a 30-foot fall versus this dragon eating me any day of the week.
All right.
You're assuming the dragon's not going to eat you after it's done.
This is true. I'm making a lot of assumptions here. Because my athletics is not great. All right, so just a straight
Give me,
roll?
Athletics with disadvantage.
Ah, you asshole. All right. Hanging on. Pulling it. Fuck.
What happens with you, Kaylin, is the sword's out enough that you can't even get purchase with your legs. So you're kind of swinging, trying to get some purchase.
I'm helping.
And you're just flopping around up there.
God damn it.
It's like, oh god, how did you think this was helpful?
Uh,
I'm gonna smell like you.
Smell like sulfur.
yeah, exactly. That
Rotten eggs.
was action and bonus action. That's all I got.
Kaylin, as you hang from this sword, Kaylin and Kethra, the sword hilt begins to, the purple on the sword hilt begins to glow, and you hear the voice again, coming from the dragon, but it's from the distance you're at, holding onto it, it's clear that it's more emanating from the sword than the dragon. You hear the voice say, "Darling, this is entirely unadvisable. Have you ever met Valdemar? Terrible grump he is. I tell you what, why don't you do me a favor?" Hold on. And release. Kaylin, this was directed at you, by the way. The sword, you see the purple of the emanations of the sword, and it casts the command spell.
Can I counterspell it?
Does counterspell require your hands?
That's a good question.
I just assumed from you hanging from a sword, you weren't in a position.
It
Let's
says
see.
components S.
Somatic.
Which is verbal. No, it's verbal. Somatic is hands, right?
Hands? Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So no, you cannot counterspell right now.
Christmas.
I mean, technically he could, he's just going to fall 30 feet.
Yeah. If you wanted to let go of the sword, it'd be like,
No. Well, or the other option is the spell makes me let go of the sword too.
Right.
No. I guess I
Basically,
could-
you going down.
Yeah, my whiz is not great either. This is a comedy of errors.
Now, I will say that letting go is harmful to you. So, would he follow it?
Let's see.
Oh, thank you for reading the fine print. I mean, if your command is directly harmful to it, that's true. If I release the sword, I would fall and injure myself.
You could tell him to push Kethra off.
This is like the genie rules. You have to like word it in such a way.
Yeah. You're right. Yes, that would be directly harmful. What would he say instead?
I'm in a precarious situation. I'm almost guaranteed to hurt myself no matter what I do. It's
I dare you! I dare you to give me a command that won't hurt me.
It's my greatest defense.
Push Kethra off.
My almost complete disregard for my own safety.
He'll just say instead of release, he'll say cease, attempting to get you to stop pulling at the sword instead.
Okay. So
I will need a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, my Wisdom save is shit, but I can't use...
You get a D4 from Bless.
Oh, yeah. Does that work for saves? I'm gonna fucking
Especially
need it.
for
Yeah.
saves.
It's a D4 for saves.
Okay. Well, I don't think Dark Gold's Luck's gonna help with that either, because it's a 1d10. It's hard to concentrate when I'm swinging on the back of a dragon's head. Oh, bother.
Kethra, you see Kaelin just freeze up.
Is that how long? That lasts for the round?
Your
next
round, yes.
Yeah.
On your next turn, you'll just you have to follow the command.
Which is to cease. Okay.
All right, the sword is finished glowing. Styx, you're up.
Can Styx fly up to Kethra, seeing me in a stupor? Or I guess I can still comment on a stupor. I just can't. I know. Do I know that the magic is influencing me, and I just can't? Like, what's the?
You do. You
Okay.
do. You. Yeah, you would recognize that a spell was just cast on you.
Okay.
You saw the sword. You felt the save happen. Yeah, you're aware.
Okay. So instead, I will instruct Styx. Styx, get up here. I've magicked. I can't pull, but help Kethra. And Styx will fly up and basically just entwine little hands kind of right near everybody else's hands, and then look at Kethra, and then hopefully, well, normally grant advantage, but I guess maybe cancel the disadvantage, if assuming Kethra attempts
Look,
to get on.
I
on her
got
turn.
this. Stop crowding.
Kevin's getting real uncomfortable. Like,
You have a demon friend now. Oh, and when Styx comes up, it just totally like, ooh, look at you two. It's just a total ass.
this is very meet cute. You guys are like nose to nose hanging
Yeah.
onto this.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a dramatic
Leaning on the
situation,
dragon.
and that's all Styx does on this turn.
All right, Scarlet.
So Scarlet is completely flabbergasted by what the hell is going on, because she was having a perfectly wonderful time talking to her brand new friend, and she doesn't understand why the other members of her party are, two of which are hanging from a sword and
Yeah.
little tiny demon thing that she doesn't like anyway is hanging around. So she would attempt to talk to Telluride to find out what she could do to help, because this is her new friend and she doesn't know what the others had planned. She has no knowledge of what they were attempting to do, so she would think that they were just off their rockers.
Right. All right. So you want to try to just converse with this dragon for a bit as he's.
Yeah, she would try to tell him that she will make them stop. He just needs to lower his head and she will make them stop.
Okay. The dragon is reared up at this point. He says, "No, they're trying to take me out, dear.
I know.
That can't happen. I've been here too long.
I will make sure that they do not take you out. They will not take you out at all. I will see to it. I just need you to lower your head. I can't do anything with them all the way up there. I can't pull them off, but I need you to lower your head so I can get this taken care of.
Scott's got big mom energy right now.
Put your head down here right now. If you want them to stop, you put your head down right now. She will attempt to persuade him.
Okay. The dragon says, if they let go, I'll talk to you again, but this is unseemly, dear.
Oh, I know. I'm going to make them let go. They will not pull anything out. I promise.
I will let you attempt to... Yeah, you can attempt to persuade the dragon. It will be with disadvantage because they are actively attacking this dragon at the moment.
I know.
Attacking is such a strong word. Caleb really just wanted to beat Kethra. This whole thing.
Damn it. That would have been such a good roll, too.
Oh, man.
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Telluride says, make them drop from me. Maybe I'll talk to you then.
Dice rolls are not working.
I can't until you bring your head down. There is nothing I can do because I cannot get up there. Are you going to help me get up there to make them stop?
I'll get them off myself.
Well, you go right ahead. If that's the way you want to do it, and get yourself injured, or you know what? If you try to shake them off, they're just going to hold on to the sword, and it's going to go with them. And then what type of a situation are you going to be in then? Now, if you just listen to reason.
All right. With that, the dragon seems.
She's just sitting there. She's like,
yeah. You're disappointed.
I am.
That's fair.
And that's exactly what she tells. She's like, I'm not mad. I am just disappointed. I thought we had a better connection than this, and we were having such a lovely time. I'm not mad. I am just disappointed. I hope you're happy with that.
Telluride, whose turn it is now, is going to start wildly looking around for the threats that were attacking it, and realizing that two of them are on its head. It begins kind of lashing out. It turns, and it sees you, Tim, right in front of it, or kind of down below it. But you're the closest one that it can actually see because it's got two on its head.
Safest place to be.
It is going to make 2 claw attacks as its 2 forearms come out at you, Tim. Claw attack the first.
Does a
You like that?
Uh-huh.
Claw attack the second. Wow.
Ooh.
There you go.
31.
It scratches you with his left forearm.
Plus 13.
This is a big old dragon.
Alright.
rolled a 3.
And it would bite you, but realizing it has people on its head, it begins talking again, and this time you, Kaylin and Kethra, it seems to be talking to you. It says, well, okay.
So how does it see him with its head pointing straight up?
Now it came down. That rearing was what was going on in the very beginning. Now he's coming down to attack.
Does my reaction go off?
Oh, yes, it does. So yeah, as he swipes at you with his claws, you're able to hammer back at him.
Jump first. Hot damage incoming.
Stop. Hammer time.
21 does hit.
Nice.
That's all your eye.
The way you said that for a second.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The attack. Or wait, that goes off automatically.
Oh yeah, you were doing it with that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's what is
I
that?
attack again, I won't go.
Okay, that's 21. All right, you slam into it was the claw that missed you. As it missed you, you slam your hammer down onto it and pulls back its claw.
I'll attack again.
Okay. Or you prepared? Well, I guess can you attack twice with your attack action?
It's with the. This is a bonus attack.
If he readied an attack as an action, then if he attacks, he gets extra attack, I think.
Is that what it is? Is it extra attack?
I don't know if it's an extra attack or bonus action makes it an extra attack. I
Oh,
have to use a
you
bonus
don't
action
have...
to do it, so...
I'll let you do it this time. I'll look it up. But yeah.
What are you, a war cleric?
Yep.
Yeah.
I bet you have extra attack. Only had a way of looking that up.
Actually, no. It says, as a war priest, when you use an attack action, you can make one weapon attack as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that actually would be a separate instance,
Okay.
not attacking twice. Yeah. All right. And instead of biting you, the dragon begins speaking, and he seems to be speaking to those of you. He doesn't really know who's on his head. He just knows that there's things on his head. He says, "Well then, little mites, let's see if we can shake you off, shall we?" And
Oh,
the
I might have
dragon-
given him that idea.
The dragon spreads his wings and launches himself into the air.
Goodbye, friends.
Before either of you can even like recognize what's going on, he is 70 feet in the air.
Fantastic.
Yeah, attack of opportunity.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, you do.
All right.
Oh, stop him! Quick, break his wings. Oh.
Hold up. I'll use my channel divinity to give it +10.
Okay. Tim, you can tell a 20 just barely hits that dragon.
Barely, huh? Okay.
You
We might need to
Break
refocus
through.
what we're doing, guys.
break through the claws slightly
Okay.
with the scale.
What was that?
Is it just the 4?
It's
On that
both.
one?
It's
Oh, it's
19.
both. Okay. All right, you slam him again. You do think you're doing some solid damage to this dragon, but yep. And then the dragon is 70 feet in the air. Actually, he was already 10 feet or 10, 15 off the ground, so he's 80 feet in the air right now.
Oh no.
And he is going to use his head attack to shake his head.
Sorry, that still counts as my turn. It's only once per turn.
Oh, okay. So it is just the 4.
It's just the 4.
Okay. Kaylin and Kethra, you can either give me a dexterity saving throw to make, because at this point the dragon's head is righted. He's no longer upright. So you guys are standing on his head at this point. You've sort of fallen down there. You can either give me a dexterity
Hang on,
saving
wait.
throw to hold your balance.
Raven needs to hear this because
Oh, yeah.
I need to hear what the hell he's gonna do.
Things have happened, Raven.
I heard half of it. You said that his head's down. I'm standing on it now.
It's gotten
Oh,
worse
yeah.
than that.
Oh yeah.
Realizing that it has 2 people on its head, it has flown 80 feet into the air.
Oh shoot!
And it is
Shit.
currently trying to shake you 2 off of it. I need you to get either give me a dexterity saving throw to keep your balance,
to plan.
or give me a athletics check if you want to try to hold on to that sword and just let it throw you about and just keep your grip.
It's my turn.
It's both of you have to do. It's his turn. You both have to do this just because he's doing this to you.
Wait, a dex save for what?
To just keep your balance. The dragon's trying to like do that, like a bear shaking water off of it,
Or
or an athletics check
Athletic.
to just hold on.
Oh.
Just grip.
Are we still blessed?
So I had to roll a Constitution saving throw, which is a 13. So I think so.
Yeah, or half damage, which half damage was like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're good.
I still feel blessed.
Yep, you're still blessed.
Okay. All right.
Get that +1.
That's right.
If we roll the dex save, are we still on the sword, or does that just means we're on the dragon somewhere?
Yep. Dex save.
Are you
is
just giving us a
basically
choice
trying to
between those two?
Yeah, you're trying to keep your balance, or basically just don't try to keep your balance and just hold on for dear life.
I'm trying to keep my balance, I guess.
Yeah, I assume our dex saves are way better.
my bless.
Okay.
A normal saving throw or disadvantage or? did you say-
Normal. A normal.
Shut up. Let's roll normal.
You're at a relatively level position at the moment. A 20 will keep you on the, and a 29.
Oh, I'm doing cartwheels up
holy
there.
Yep, you two keep your hold.
Styx is still
and
up
are
there?
able- Yes, Styx was holding on, so he went up
Alright.
with you.
Mouth open wide, like he's got like the cheeks bulging out because the wind rushing in. Just having the time of his life.
There's a fourth thing the dragon can do in its turn.
Jesus.
Those are its 3 attacks. And then
good.
he lets out a roar. And
120 feet.
yeah, at 80 feet in the air, all of you are technically in range of this. So everybody, give me a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw, or become frightened.
Oh no.
I can't be frightened.
All right.
I have an aura of courage. I
She's
can't be
just
frightened.
too stubborn. She's still talking to this dragon.
Yeah, she's still trying to talk it down.
Yeah. I told you, get down here.
Stop.
And there's nobody within 10 feet of me, so y'all
Yeah.
don't get my bonus.
Stop making me roll whiz saves, DM.
Not good.
It's not good. I don't think I'm gonna get a 29 here.
You're super
Twice on whiz saves. I rolled a 1. God.
Oh no.
I have things I can roll to make up for it, but that's not gonna do it. I'm so scared.
12.
I'm so
You're 12.
scared.
Every single one of you, this roar is the most terrifying
Oh,
thing you've heard in
no.
your goddamn lives.
Except Scarlet, she just goes, "Are you done yet?"
Oh my God.
Right. Yeah, Scarlett's trying to talk to him. She's just totally oblivious.
All right, now we have the
Wait.
frightened condition.
Yes, which doesn't do what fear does.
It doesn't do what
does
fear
something
does. We don't like run away from it. It just means I think
No.
we have disadvantage while we're in the dragon's presence, right?
Yes. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. And it can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Well, we can
Which
get you
isn't-
closer. for
Isn't
some
really
of
a
us.
problem for the two of you.
Yeah.
You're as close as you're going to get.
Scared out of my mind. Well, disadvantage on ability checks is not going to make... We already have disadvantage, though, doing this, so... We're
Kind
good.
of, yep. All right. Everybody's frightened except for Scarlet. Gillian.
Actually, you
boy.
know, if Styx is nearby, he grants me saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Would this be a spell or other magical effects?
That is a magical effect, yeah. So you can roll it again if you want.
All right.
Good job, Styx.
Yep. It's okay, boss.
Okay. I have a question. I've got this like thing I picked up a long time ago. This drink. Hold on. I don't know how to actually.
Now is definitely the time to drink mysterious drinks. Start popping that shit right now.
No, so it was the blood. I don't know how to like put this in the.
I don't. If it's just an item, I don't think there's a good
I just
way.
have it equipped. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
let's see.
it's the blood Marilith. Yeah. Wait, is that it? Yeah.
That's
so,
it.
but take one reaction on every turn in combat. Like, what exactly does that mean? Like, it's not.
That means you have an unlimited number of reactions. Is what that means.
But like, it has to be like an attack of opportunity, or
Yeah,
like
or a reaction
a
abilities.
spell that has a reaction.
Yeah,
like,
or spells
okay.
it. Yep, yep.
Which I don't. Think
But normally you only get one per round, and this is just saying for a minute you have as many
I
as you
see.
want.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's not useful right now. So.
Do you have a make dragon landing spell? Because that'd be great. I'm so
Gosh.
scared.
Yeah, I don't have anything to help you people up there. They're 70 feet.
80 feet in the air.
They're 80
currently.
feet. Well,
Which means they are basically at the highest treetops in this place.
Wow.
Okay. I got nothing helpful in this scenario.
Kill
you
yourself,
could come-
don't you? I got nothing to help you.
If you could come down to 60 feet, then I can
Just lower the dragon
All right,
a little
let's
bit.
shift it back into gear a little
come
bit.
in just a little bit.
Yeah.
Then I could cast Featherfall on you.
Oh, that would be
helpful.
nice.
But
You can always prepare an action.
that's a good point.
If we end up falling, yeah.
I would have to prepare an action like instead of taking an action, right?
You would, yes.
Maybe I should just do that. I mean, because otherwise, I'm just attacking it, which maybe that would bring it down a little bit.
Or make it go higher.
I could cast Gust of Wind and like blow it away.
Does Gust of Wind fuck them up if they're flying?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm a little terrified.
I
Well,
don't
I'm scared
I
anyway.
mean,
But
either way, that would be a direction from me, and that would just make the dragon less my problem. But worse for you. I think I'm just going to do that. I think I'm just going to ready Featherfall.
Okay.
So, because it's up to 5 falling creatures. So, if they... Can I ready it for if they come within 60 feet?
Yeah.
Well, it says up to 5 falling creatures. So they're actually supposed to be falling at the time, aren't they?
it actually casting time
Right.
is a reaction, so it is your reaction to cast it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay.
So yes, you would have to, which
So
probably
you don't
means
have to ready
would only-
it. It's just
so
a
I
reaction.
don't have to ready it.
Yeah.
Then. Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
You just have to save the
All right,
reaction.
guys.
Make sure you don't use it this round, but you can always
Right.
use it.
Well, I got you, but I need you guys to both fall. I guess like at the same time. I
I mean,
guess, if there's only one reaction.
I'm not going to
per
waste it
round.
on one of you. So I'm just...
No, I mean, because if you guys spell at different times in the same round, I can't cast it twice, right? 'Cause it's a reaction, which is what we were just talking about. Okay.
Now I don't know if it's safer to be the first one to fall or the second one to fall.
I don't know either.
What
can't
would
tell what
you
they're
do?
doing.
She's created a terrible situation for us.
Was she
Pushing each
jump
other
on it,
off.
or
Yeah.
or is she just gonna wait and see?
Yep.
Okay.
It's like the second one's gonna fall anytime. I know it. Splat.
This flat.
Okay. I'm going to cast blindness on the dragon.
Ooh.
Okay.
I don't know if it's better for a dragon to be blind or deaf, but
Well, it's
My
flying in
ghost
the air. We're
flies.
hanging onto it. It's now blinded.
so it's
You can't reach it.
a con saving throw.
It's 30 feet though.
Oh, it's 30 feet. Crap. Okay, never mind. I can't do shit.
That would
can't
be
do
good.
anything. Okay, wait. So we'll just go back to ranged attacks then and just throw stuff at it and see what happens.
I'm shooting at its head. Just FYI.
Oh god.
Okay, I'm never gonna remember this, but when I throw like my phase axe, what's the range? It's like up to like a.
I think it was. I think that it wasn't that long. I think it was like 36. I'll look it up. Magic items. 30. It only has a long range of 60 feet, so it wouldn't
Okay,
even. It
So
wouldn't
I
even make
can't
it.
do anything, guys. I'm sorry for the very long turn where I turns out can't do anything.
It
So
just goes through all her stuff. Like, okay, this. No, that won't do it.
the
No.
dragon just is too far away. I could cast Hypnotic Pattern, but that would be bad because then he would just crash to the ground, which would not be great for you guys. Oh, but then I could use
That-
my Featherfall. Okay,
Well,
let's
the
try
bad
that.
the bad thing about hypnotic pattern is it crashing to the ground with it snapping out of hypnotic pattern. But if it crashes
yes,
the ground,
we've
that's still
done
good
that
for us, I
before.
think.
We've done that before.
Assuming we can not have to crash with it.
Okay, so let's try that then.
Okay.
Hypnotic Pattern.
Yep.
120
All right,
feet.
so
There you go.
that is a Wisdom saving throw of 16.
Give it some of my awful whiz save mojo.
Okay. Let's see.
All right,
Shit. Wow. 26. Fucking wise ass dragon.
Okay. Someone else's turn.
Darling, don't even come at me with that plebe magic shit.
Good lord.
Kethra.
So I have disadvantage on whatever I try to do. What
Yes,
can I
because of
do?
your fear.
We're
yeah.
all afraid.
Well, I mean, at this point, you guys are still... At this point, you guys are kind of on steady ground. You guys have feet under you, at least. Both your hands are still on the sword.
Get away from me, Kalen. I got this. Because he can't assist me, can he?
Styx is already helping you, I believe.
Yeah, Styx is from last turn. Styx is helping. If
So my disadvantage would just be a normal?
It would.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Let's do it. What do I need to roll to pull the sword even more?
You need to roll 15 to pull it some more.
You know what ability?
Oh, I'm sorry, athletics. Same as before, yeah.
There you go.
All right.
ooh,
Kethra, you pull that sword out. Another maybe 3 or 4 inches of it comes out, and it's wiggling. You can tell one more good pull, and there's like dragon blood come out of the wound. It's one more good pull, and you think you got the thing fully out.
Okay.
And Telluride lets out a little yelp. Don't do that! No! I don't want to leave! Tim!
Not much I can do.
damn it.
Most of my stuff is touch.
Oh, by the way, Gillian and Kethra, you guys get to repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Oh, what saving throw is that?
The fear.
We are
that
technically
a
still frightened.
Disadvantage?
It's regular. Or actually, no, it is with disadvantage. It's the actual fear makes it disadvantage.
Great.
Does it?
Wait, so what
Jeez.
kind of saving throw was it? It was
Wisdom.
wisdom. Okay, well.
I'll roll for Kethra. But, yeah, Tim.
Alright.
Just his ability checks and attack rolls.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Not saving throws.
Not saving throws,
Oh.
yeah. And we
Okay,
did determine,
well, in
I
that
remember
case-
back in the day that saves is a different thing than ability checks and attack
Right.
rolls.
Well, it didn't matter. Both the first numbers were 10 and 13.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to use sending. I'm going to send a message to... message to, I guess, Kalen.
Who's the most responsible?
I want to say, Dear Kalen,
I hope this message finds you well in these troubling times.
It's been 6 fortnights since we last saw each other.
Dear Kalen, I understand you have stricken upon hard times. I have it under good authority that once you pull the sword out, do not worry about falling. Fly to the ground as fast as possible. And the wings of the fish lady will save you. Or so it has been discussed. You may tell, Kethra. You may not. That is up for you and the creator to decide. Sincerely, your truest acquaintance,
Just
Tim.
tears streaming down my face.
P.S. If you happen to not let go and the dragon carries you off somewhere else, write me a letter so that I may know where the corpses are. Good day.
That's reassuring. Alright, my fear is cured.
On turn 20, now that the dragon has acted and is aware of the situation, you all see You all see the forest itself begin to sort of react to what's happening here. Can't quite.
Save us, forest.
It seems stumbling upon a dragon's lair might have some drawbacks.
Oh yeah, does this count as fucking with Marin's stuff?
You don't even know that yet. But grasping vines begin to pour out of the ground. And unfortunately, it can't get all three of you on the ground, but it can get Tim and Gillian.
Oh, I need to roll my wisdom saving throw.
Oh, yes. Yeah, do that to get out of fear.
Damn it.
Oh.
This is a dragon's lair? Shit.
Yep. DC 15 strength saving throw or be restrained by the roots and vines. Tim and Gillian, please.
Would you like to be frightened and restrained?
Gillian, you're not restrained. Tim, you are. All right. Kaylin. Not even aware of what's going on the ground. You just got the message from Tim.
I just got the message from Tim that we're okay to fall. I will relay that information to Kethra as like, goddamn, I wish Raymond would come back. As like cool as Peacock tries to be real cool about it, but his voice is squeaking and he's all like real nervous because he's fucking terrified of this entire situation. I guess I am trying to pull that stupid ass sword out. I could try to fear the dragon, but somehow I don't think. Confronting the dragon. No, you just dash. Just keep flying away. That wouldn't work. Just dash far away.
I can't get away from him. Hours later, he's flying over the countryside.
All right, I will attempt an athletics check and attempt to not embarrass myself, as I have with all of these rolls.
You do have disadvantage. Fear.
You know, with Tim's message emboldening me, I feel like that should do something.
It emboldens you. It doesn't help you. It doesn't cure your fear.
All right. Disadvantage athletics check.
Yep.
Come on.
Oh,
shit! I have the power.
Yeah. So, a couple.
Emboldened by Tim's message.
Emboldened by Those are some great 16 and a 20. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Jesus. All right, Kaylin. You at least, which Kethra's not here, but maybe you can make the decision for her. You yank so hard on that sword, you don't even have a choice. You go flying off the back of that dragon. You pull the sword, and it's like you pull too hard on something that lets loose, and you just go backwards. You go right over the edge of his head.
Can I attempt to grab Kethra with me because I had the message?
Kethra was also grabbing onto the sword. So
yeah.
Kethra is also launched off unless she tries to stop herself.
All right. Well, Raymond's not here, so I'm gonna grab Kethra and pull her ass off.
All right. Kethra's hands were also on the sword, so you just don't let go of Kethra's hands as well.
Correct.
You take her with you.
All right, there he is. All right.
What I missed.
All the things.
Kaylin has pulled the sword free, and he is pulling you off the head of the dragon.
I'm going with him.
Yes.
Unless you stop yourself.
This is the discussion that we had in metagame, but not in the game, which we decided how we're gonna fall, and I just yanked the sword out, but in doing so, I'm falling off the dragon, so I just like wrapped my hands around your hands and yanked you with me.
Okay.
As a romantic gesture. As we go flying backwards off the dragon.
I don't accept it.
Because I was given a message by Tim that we would be caught.
Okay. Don't you roll something?
Nope.
Now, Gillian. Long pause.
Hold on. Let me check my spell slots.
Oh, wait! Flip. Oh, no.
Okay. I will
Not if you want to go with them, you don't have to roll anything.
Okay.
Get through.
Yeah, I'll go.
I guess.
This counts as a first date, by the way.
You all begin hurtling downward through these branches. You fall maybe 20, 30 feet. And then the rest of you on the ground catch sight of these two figures embraced
And
in each other's
sticks.
arms.
And sticks.
Yeah. Just hurtling towards the ground.
It's like a dog with the window rolled down, just tongue lolling out. Ah!
All right, and at 60 feet, you both have a moment, that 20 to 30 foot moment, where you think you might die.
But we share a moment.
And then at 60 feet, you hit that, and your body is just hit like a pillow. And you begin descending to the ground.
Thank goodness. See, all part of the plan.
Mm-hmm.
You all
Welcome
fall.
to Vine City.
That's right.
And I'm no longer afraid.
Well, you might need to be, because y'all just released probably a really pissed off dragon.
All right, but now the stages of my plan has ended, and now we need to make a new plan.
New plan.
New plan.
Oh,
All right.
sorry. I was supposed to roll a wisdom save.
Well, no, you don't have to, because what happens is you all float the 60 feet to the ground. You still got Telluride in your hands, both of you. Your hands are interlocked around the hilt of this sword. And it's a long sword. It's like a solid 4 foot long sword with a purple gem in its pommel and 5 smaller gems embedded in its blade. You all land on the ground gently between Gillian and Tim. Right now, actually, you actually have a moment where the dragon is still in the sky. You guys don't exactly know what's going to happen.
No,
What do you guys do?
Which one? Who?
All of you. At this point, what you do notice is that the spell effects start to fade away. The fear that the frightening presence elicited in you begins to fade. The vines begin to descend back into the earth.
Kethler says, "Quick! There's a cave to the southwest we can hide in."
From the dragon?
Yeah.
Scarlet immediately starts stomping up and going, "What in the ever-loving got into y'all?"
To us?
Yes.
We just ignore the dragon for now.
Bickering while the dragon's flying around.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, got that big mom energy, and it's like, "What on earth were you thinking?"
Kalen's
And
got a big grin on, just showing this sword off. See? No problem.
do you even know how to use a sword that size?
I do not.
Give it here.
I
And
just
she
wanted-
will literally try to jerk it out of his
Oh, that's
hands.
fine. I don't want anything to do with this fucking sword. I want that dragon up there.
Scarlet, as you grab the hand out, or the sword out of
At
Kalen's-
this point, you know the sword better than anybody.
and as you grab it, Scarlet, you hear a voice in your head. Oh, darling, that was very, very rude. Meanwhile,
So she just like starts talking to herself like, "Well, you know, I tried to help you.
Yeah.
You did not want my help. You wouldn't come down so that way I could get them off. But no, you had to go off and do your own thing."
so what the rest of you see is when you give her the sword, she immediately starts talking to herself.
Does she talk out loud? Okay.
Yeah, she's just talking to herself. Just,
All right. We don't think that's particularly weird.
Okay. She talks a lot. It's not unusual.
But we don't hear the sword talking?
No, you do not.
Okay.
But what you do hear is a great thunderous voice among the treetops that roars, "Free!" And in front of you, crashing to the ground, is the great green dragon. He comes down right in front of you here, right in front of you, Gillian, lands on all fours, and he looks at you, and he says, "You freed me.
We were just in the neighborhood and, very simple task.
But why?
Scarlet's still talking to the sword about, like, she's chastising it about, well, you see, now look what happened. Look what you had us do. It has now come out of its house. Yeah.
We're just here to make the world a better place.
We're heroes.
By probably killing dragons, but no, we don't say that.
It looked like you needed some help. And perhaps you could help us.
Help you? He eyes you all very... It makes you a little uncomfortable, the way he's eyeing you all, as he says that. Maybe, but my task now isn't done. You freed me, and now you will help me with my vengeance, yes?
Everybody here wants vengeance. Very vengeful forest. You want to kill the druid?
Yes!
Man, do we have a friend for you.
A lot of that going around lately.
Would you like a different voice in your head? Sir?
You will help me then.
Now,
Everyone always think that we're after killing just any old person whenever they haven't shown that they've done anything wrong to us.
we haven't said yes. We haven't said no.
But tell us what happened, and that may just make our results stronger.
Now,
Simple. I'll tell you what happened.
Backstory
She's
montage.
put a damned sword in my head. That's what happened.
well,
She made me gas an entire city of people. That's what happened. That thing did.
well, maybe we can come to a decision when we hear her side of the story.
The dragon begins chuckling a little
Maybe
bit.
the genocide was justified.
Maybe they were all
Never
Nazis.
know.
I don't know.
He says, "Ha! It matters not. Her eyes are this forest, and she won't let betrayers abide. I was bound, but I could hear. She sent you, and you freed me. That will be enough. Join me, little ones. I begin my assault now."
Couldn't you take
And-
her one-on-one? What can a small group of us do?
She will find you even if I don't. This forest is your enemy now.
Oh, I didn't say we were running away. I just wondered what you see in us that you think we can help.
What's the praise?
Why does the forest hate us now? We have so many questions for you, Mr. Dragon.
Let me put it another way. Help me, or when I'm done with her, I'll come for you.
All right, now that's not very sporting. We do still have the sword.
Better persuasion, though.
Keep your damnable sword away from me.
So as long as we don't stab ourselves in the head with the sword, we're okay, right? In terms
But
of the
we
sword.
can stab ourselves in the head with the sword and be okay.
Yeah, it's
'Cause our paladin's already-
trying to take over,
Our
right?
paladin's already talking to herself back there. I just want to make sure everything's fine.
At this point, Scarlet, you hear the sword kind of... you guys have been talking for a while, just kind of apropos of not engaged in this conversation. But you do hear the sword going, "Oh, yes, darling. I don't suppose you'd mind having a long sword stuck in your head, would you? It'd be so much better for me, personally."
Not
Indeed it-
you in my head.
Oh, Tim's gonna go up to Scarlet and hold his warhammer out and ask the sword if the sword knows the warhammer.
And then Scarlet will be like, well, do you know this hammer?
Son of a bitch owes me $20.
Scarlet, the sword says, "Oh, I know that sword or that hammer, dear. I not the hammer itself, mind you. I know the man who used to wield it.
That Crispin dude, right?
Ah, yes, Kristen. He stuck around for a little while, but it's quite hard to keep in the master's good graces after all. Well,
Yeah, he became a little crispy after a while.
indeed.
Ugh.
Come to think of it, I don't suppose I can call Mariner my master anymore, can I?
Well, I mean, you are now a free citizen of this forest, and you can choose who you would like to serve at this point in time.
Oh, that's good, I suppose. I wasn't a huge fan of the genocide, mind you, but, one does what one is told.
But I
Well,
did
yeah.
allow it. Through my own inaction.
No, the sword, the picture you guys are getting.
Oh,
is
the sword did
the
do.
sword did it. Yeah,
okay.
the sword.
As the dragon, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you are just a poor victim in all of this. Marina has just treated you so poorly that she has made you believe you did not have any other choice.
Sure, dear, let's go with that.
Say for the time, you're just going to stay with me, and you and I are going to work through some of your issues that you've got going on.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Until we can find you somewhere else to go that will put something in, will put you in its head.
Oh, lovely.
I want to ask Kristen if he was around when the sword caused all the genocide.
Yeah, where are you, Kristen?
So right now,
We're having a four-way conversation.
Your party has two characters just full on talking to themselves.
Yeah. Great.
Your two tanks are
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
just sitting there, just staring
Kind of-
off into the woods and just talking to themselves.
What's weird is that they're occasionally, Tim and Scarlett are occasionally talking to each other, but then they go right back to talking to themselves.
Terrible game of telephone.
Yep. Kristen tells you, he says, no. Long before my time, that city has been empty for decades.
I see. Now, one final question. Are you pro or anti-genocide?
Think very carefully before you answer.
We're drawing clear lines here. We're making groups based on...
Say it in the ghost voice.
Only one genocide. The Mariner genocide.
You did not answer the question, sir.
I no longer want but one death. Mariner's.
Yeah, seems like you and that big green dragon do.
Yes, help, Valdemar.
Oh, that's a good name.
I think that's the dragon's name. I mean,
the dragon has begun flapping its wings
Yeah.
and is taking off at this point.
okay, well, yeah, great. Don't wait up for us.
Yep, he is not interested in waiting for you all.
All right. I mean, we could put it to a vote, but this fucking
Too late.
druid seems like she's done some bad things.
Apparently.
I'm sure we'll get our answers somehow.
You know what I forgot to do this entire fight? So the dragon does as he leaves.
Man, that would have been so cool earlier.
There you go.
Nice. I've been there. Who can remember the sound effects, everything else going on?
Yep. He makes that noise when he leaves.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a true dragon before. It was the sword. Maybe
That's true.
Maybe
That's
the
true.
sword dragon didn't quite know how
He
to
didn't want to roar.
He didn't
Yeah.
wanna roar. I say we haul ass after him, and I mean, we might as well fight her with the dragon on our side. And then we don't have to... We're never going to do the werebears!
Once again, Raven will go without being turned into a were creature.
We'll stop on the way, I promise. We'll get you scratched up by a werebear. We'll get you all fixed up.
I mean, if we get rid of the quest giver, what's the point of doing the quest? No, just get it.
I mean, you want Lycanthropy to be so hard.
Not me. Someone else in the party.
I just want somebody to be afflicted. We all want Were Tim. But yes, that would, if we kill the quest giver, that probably doesn't validate the quest. Which means you were right. We should have gone south first. Gotta skip the demons.
You all forgot that Rycrash was even with you, but Rycrash materializes in a puff of black smoke.
I didn't forget.
I just pointedly ignore you.
Says, I'm not entirely against the plan, folks, but...
Thank goodness
says,
we're waiting for your approval.
Says, I'll be honest with you. Learning what we've learned here makes me think a little bit less of the master.
Oh yeah, this is his girlfriend, isn't it?
He always did look for the best in people, but still, this is stretching it.
Is that going to put a damper on our main quest if we murder his girlfriend?
Rycrash says, at this point, all I'll remind you is that we need the information from her. She knows how to find him, and we need her to tell us how to find him.
We'll just tell him the dragon killed her. Which is going to be at least partially true.
Don't worry, guys. Just give me 3 hours with Marina, and I can imitate her perfectly, and he won't have to know a thing.
3 hours? We don't have that kind of time. A dragon's attacking her right now.
Well, we've had 10 minutes, so just 2 more hours and 50 minutes.
Stall her. Stall them both. Get Scarlet to get them talking. We'll be okay.
As long as you get Marina to tell us what we need, I'm all right with you all doing whatever you want with her. This genocide stuff put a foul taste in my mouth.
But he could look past that.
They all accepted it.
Wait, how many cities did you destroy? Just the one? All right.
I didn't know anything about this.
Uh-huh.
She's gonna start questioning the sword, so she's talking to herself again.
Okay.
About, like, if the sword knows where this master person is, has he heard her talking about different things?
The sword tells you that,
She's not pummeling him for information.
Yeah, and the sword is pretty much willing to oblige.
I mean, who else is he gonna talk to?
Exactly. He's only got
See,
you now.
we got 2 allies out of this whole fracas.
He tells you that the creator visited Marina quite often, and that presumably the creator knew about her past indiscretions, but then still moved this entire chunk of land to Anonyma, including the genocided city, because that's where she made her forest. And that he would visit her occasionally, but the sword does not know where the creator is now, though. Marina never really talked to the dragon or Telluri without giving him orders.
Does he know?
Oh, what the sword does say, though, he says, "Oh dear, we can't forget my things, though, dear."
Oh no, of course not. Let's go get them.
The sword has things?
Yeah, so Scarlet completely just turns around and walks away from y'all.
I was a dragon for 30 years, love. I have lots of things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's going right back up the stairs. She just yells down, "I'll be right back!"
Wait, if the sword tells you to kill an entire city, do not listen to it. Genocide bad.
You want me to kill the party? Okay.
Shit.
What you find, Scarlet, is a dragon's horde within that gate building on top of the platform that he was on. There's a gatehouse there that seems to be overlooking the river.
Mm-hmm.
which at first is very exciting. You see a whole horde of a dragon's horde.
Mm-hmm. So she's going to start talking to it like, what exactly do you need? Not what you want, what you need.
Darling, I need it all.
Well, I mean...
But if we must cut back, the jewels. I cannot do without my jewels, dear.
No, that's completely understandable.
You start going through it, Scarlet, and at first you're very excited because it is a mound of coin and items. Very quickly, though, you become disappointed when you realize that none of the coinage is native to your plane of existence. You find 3,500 pieces of an unknown heavy lead coinage, 6,000 pieces of silver in an unknown coinage with heads minted onto them, and
silver.
You think what must be 15,000 pieces of coinage in a dull, soft-feeling metal with no imprint on it at all. It all seems fairly worthless to you in your current situation.
Where?
I assume Valdemar gathered it in whatever plane of existence Marina and him were from.
And you have to have all of this?
Like I said, dear, the coinage was more the dragon than me.
Okay.
The jewels, those are me.
Okay. She's still going to pocket a bunch of the silver, though.
Okay.
Just because it's silver and she knows that she can have it melted down and redone.
Okay. And what you find in that regard, Scarlet, you find a ruby the size and shape of a large strawberry.
Okay.
You find a necklace of iridescent pearls. I can write this down.
Yeah. Let's say I need to write this down.
And a silver chalice set with moonstones. And those are the specific items that the sword really wants kept close.
Okay. And so she'll verify. Is this it? Is there anything else? This is your chance to tell me.
Well, dear, the things right at the top there, those might be useful to you. I don't personally care. But I think if you want to stay alive and keep me useful, and you see mixed in near the top of the pile of gold or pile of coins is a potion and a scroll.
All right. She'll just plop them in her bag. She's
Okay.
like, we got to get going. We'll check on this stuff later.
Okay.
Now, anything else? This is your chance.
Tell your eyes
scroll.
says, no, dear, I suppose. Honestly, I'm starting to begin to be optimistic about this whole situation. Perhaps if I travel with you, we'll find new beautiful things for you to adorn my surroundings with.
Absolutely. We can just get all kinds of stuff and we'll make you your own special space and make sure you have everything that you need.
That sounds lovely. Perhaps not in a forest, perhaps a palace.
Oh, I have the best place that we can go to. It is the Temple of Torm, and they have some of the best things that you have ever seen in your life. There will be so many people there that will just adore you.
Oh, that sounds not much for the religious myself,
This is
but
the spin-off show that's coming next after
That's right.
The Scarlet and the Sword.
yeah.
Well, don't worry too much about the religion. It's there, yes, and we have to observe our rites and passages, but, you know, it's really just more about the experience, and you'll become part of that experience to help spread the word of being a courageous fighter and a courageous entity to help spread that word.
Yes, and I'll be beautiful.
You will be the most beautiful. We'll make sure of it, and it'll stay that way. There's so many people there to make sure everything stays clean. Your jewels will shine like nobody's business.
All right.
The spin-off show is going to start off with the sword successfully convincing Scarlet to embed it within her head.
Yeah.
Gets it real close. And then
She just walks out with a sword in her hand and we're like, Scarlet! So you stab that sword in your head. I don't know what you're talking about, dear. I feel just fine.
She will place it like in a sheath, like on her back, so she can like
Okay.
grab it
So
if
you
she
can- yeah.
needed to. But it looks like the sword is sticking out. Of her
okay,
head.
great.
Because she knows that's what he prefers, and
Yeah,
if he feels like he's in that type of a position,
If he feels he's
then
being shown off, that is probably, you're probably in a better
it helps make
situation.
him feel more comfortable.
Yep.
So y'all walk out and it looks like the sword is stuck in the back of her head.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
All right. So, are you all? Is your all plan to head back to the Druid's Tower?
Race after that dragon.
Yeah, we're chasing the dragon.
Okay. You all begin to run that direction. After waiting a few minutes, it's probably about 5 minutes. The Scarlet's up there in that guardhouse, like going through stuff. Doesn't take too long.
Y'all just hear her talking to herself the whole time. It's literally that. Are you sure? Is there anything else? Now, what else is there? Like, she's not saying anything about what she's found or anything. It's just because it's not her stuff. It's someone else's things.
All right, you all begin to travel, racing after the dragon. At some point, you all get close to where you were, and you notice coming out from between the buildings and the caves, you see what appear to be an entire tribe of werebears filing out.
All right.
They
werebears.
all look like gaunt and matted, and they look like there's a lot of like very weak ones using sticks as like walking crutches. They look pretty pathetic, to be honest. And that their leader is a huge werebear with one blind white eye. But as you all pass by, they don't engage you. They just watch you pass by. You all see that there's some like cub werebears about like this tall, little bears, little bear children, like clutching to the legs of some of them.
Oh my gosh, are y'all just so cute?
And they just sort of stand at that entrance and just watch you pass
so
by.
Emaciated and cute.
Yeah. As you all get a little bit farther,
Do you want to bite my?
But we got busy. Bye.
Do you want to bite my friend?
they want to go get bit.
Get bit.
Bit.
Yep.
Does anybody want to fight the druid? We're going druid fighting.
They actually, if you yell at Galen, they actually shrink back a bit, and you see the leader bear turn to the others and start like ushering them away as if like out of fear.
All right, that's cool. Stay back. We'll handle things. Well, I'm glad we don't have to deal with your morally questionable psycho.
Yeah.
Now that we see you have children,
Families.
Yep.
dodge that bullet, I think.
As you all get a little bit farther in the forest, you hear a voice begin to echo. Almost, it seems like a voice is almost carried on the wind through these trees. It begins echoing amongst them.
All right, who else got betrayed by Marina? Just come join us.
I gave you every chance to follow my rules.
Uh-huh.
I gave you clear instructions.
Uh-huh.
And still you betray me like so many others before you. You are an enemy to me now. Taken my greatest servant from me and turned him to an enemy. I will destroy you all.
Hopefully the servant was the sword, and the sword is still here. It's just sitting on the back of me right now, and he hasn't really been damaged. So actually, in totality of the circumstances here, we didn't do anything wrong.
He's his own man, damn it. You can't have him.
You all hear a roar in the distance. You have brought me many problems.
Well,
And
now
you-
that is a problem of your own creation because you stuck the sword into his head and you did not ask permission first. Now, did you? You just did it and you thought that you'd be able to get away with it, and you can't do that.
Is this a two-way conversation?
Not really.
But Scarlett's still going to respond.
Yeah.
Marina's just like,
Yeah. You are my enemy now, and the forest is your enemy now. As she says this, the sun seems to rapidly set, and all of a sudden it is nighttime around you.
Dragon! What's the dragon's name? Vladivov, get back here.
Valdemar was the name of the dragon.
God damn it.
I want to see if something works. You guys tell me if this actually works for you. Nope, it didn't work for me, so never mind. Oh no!
What are we supposed to be looking at?
Give
Hold
us a hint. I hear some ambient noises.
No, I had a rain effect. That was supposed to have rain go over the...
Oh,
It's not working.
I'm sure it
Never
was
mind.
lovely.
Yeah. Alright, so anyway, rain starts falling down.
I don't believe
I really
you.
need a rain noise
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, no,
to really visualize it.
I've got noise.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah,
I'm
it
back
gets
in.
dark. It gets dark almost instantly, and then a pouring rainstorm begins to fall around you. And suddenly the forest itself feels oppressive as you begin to head towards the tower. I'll bring you to where you're at. However, you all trudge through the rain. Some of you may not be able to see at this point. Or, actually, Scarlet, you may still have a light source, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is that? Is that a torch or just the light spell?
It's a torch.
Okay. So let's say, if you want to, you can relight that torch for
Yeah.
now that darkness has fallen.
Became dark.
But other than
Like
that,
those.
you all keep heading to the northeast towards the tower.
This is northwest, but I'll allow it.
Right, northwest. As you get to the tower,
Why?
Goats?
Screaming.
you, through flashes of lightning, you see over your head Valdemar, the great green dragon, flying over the treetops. You see from the druid's tower, as you get closer through lightning strikes, you see the giant ravens that were sitting on the branches all take wing and fly up into the sky. And by the time you get to the tower, there is a fight going on in the sky. You see above you a mass of huge ravens flying around a green dragon. Occasionally you see a great blast of green smoke come out of the dragon's mouth. And this is all just as you approach the druid's tower. And when you get close, the doors to the tower fly open, and from it, the druid herself, her cowl still heavily over her head, obscuring her face, her wood-woed servant, a little wooden man with a shield and club,
Oh, Woodward, I thought we were cool.
and her albino chimera behind her. And she says, "You have come to me, then. You will not make me come to destroy you. Was wise, I suppose."
We have something to report to you.
Above you hear another dragon roar.
We're ready to turn in our quest now.
Give our reward.
Can we get we beat up the demon. We did beat up the demons. We get partial reward, maybe.
Half credit.
Half credit.
Yeah.
Let's settle our expenses and debts first.
You are betrayers of the forest. There is no half measures. You die now.
What? We just caught the dragon.
And as she says
Scarlett's
that,
got her hand on Telluride here.
Tim,
Yeah.
you hear in your head, Tim, yes. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Ghostly orgasms all around.
Starts headbanging.
Yeah. Does Kristen actually do anything in this fight?
Well, you don't know yet. You don't know
Okay.
yet.
How exciting.
Oh, so he might do something.
I do
might do something.
other than just whispering in your ears, massaging your shoulders.
He pops out of Tim's head, starts flossing in the corner.
That's right.
Damn it, Kristen.
I said I wanted to kill her.
With dance.
With tooth decay.
Wow. Eric rolled a 20 and a 1.
Oh my god, you fuckers!
It's
Look at
feast
these
or famine.
initiative scores.
Yeah, these initiatives are nuts. We're emboldened from our new fight with the dragon, the sword.
I guess.
Marina, you rolled a 3 and a 2! My man!
Yep.
We're going to have to talk about your initiative rolls on Chat for the Lost Plane.
Boss fights and initiative rolls. That's our
God,
topic of
I hate
discussion
'em.
tonight. All right, and with that, Galen, you're up.
I've been wanting to do this for a while, and since she's a druid, I know she will appreciate this, but I am just going to look at her, throw my hands together, and launch a fireball in her direction.
Ah!
Sorry, Woodman! You chose the wrong side! Engulfing the 3 of them. And
Oh,
it is
I've got a thing for that.
Give me a thing.
There's your thing.
Yeah, don't get Kethra in it, though. I like Kethra.
You can move it. I believe you have control.
I do not.
Oh, okay. I didn't do that yet.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to... Yeah, I can easily get...
Well, I mean, yeah, you can just move it to where it's hitting the house.
So it is a DC 16 Dex save.
All right. For how much damage?
I guess I need to roll the damage. Does that not roll it? I guess it doesn't roll the damage.
It doesn't.
Interesting. I guess, did I not? Oh, maybe I didn't catch the right thing. Did I not?
It says for description only.
It does say for description. How do I cast spells, guys? I click the thing.
Nope, that's fear.
Oh, that's fear. What am I doing?
Ah,
Oh, there we go. Fireball. Level 3. There we go.
there you go. All right. DC 16.
35 seems
Marina.
pretty good. Yes.
Is not dexterous. The wood woad is
And as he
not
casts the spell,
dexterous.
his eyes take on that fiery look, and he gets that brimstone crackling around him. Styx claps his hands gleefully. Burn! 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 Look at this. Look at this.
Yep. Well. All right, 35 damage. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Actually, it's pretty damn good on a fireball, isn't it?
What,
40 max.
what you notice with that fireball, Kalen, is that that wood woad seems to be made of super dry, brittle wood,
Sure
and
does.
when your fireball is done, he looks almost completely burned. He's still standing, but
Aw.
he is mostly cinders at the moment. All right, Kethra, are you gonna move? Kalen, you just
I guess I'll move slightly over, and as a bonus action, I'll throw on the what do you call it, Slayer's Prey on Marina. Or actually, I'll throw it on the Chimera. I want to fight beasts kind of more, so actually, I'll throw it on the Chimera.
okay.
This is the bonus action. That's it.
Gotcha. Let's make it smaller. All right, Kethra.
She's gonna run up to Marina,
Actually, move next to the tree.
assassinate, advantage on attack rolls against creatures that hasn't
Hell
taken a turn
yeah!
yet.
We're gonna fucking murder this boss.
Go ahead.
Oh shit! Oh shit! A crit on the fucking stealth check. This is gonna be murderous.
Oh,
This is gonna be murderous. Oh man.
That's my girl.
25 plus 27 plus 10 plus 4, 66 damage.
Oh my god. Would you believe that's your first crit of the campaign, according to my chart?
Really?
Yeah. Opening hit on the boss.
And then
The boss now has number of rounds hit points, as we have gone well beyond.
Yep.
any chance that's
I think we just did 100 damage to
half
her.
damage or whatever you call it. Oh, not. I'm going to disengage and run away. Whoa, 5, 10, 15, 20.
All right, she'll take an attack of opportunity against you. Her
Wait, I
hand-
disengaged.
Oh, you disengaged. Sorry. Yep. Yep. Fuck you, Kethra. All right. Next up is Scarlet. But between Kethra and Scarlet's turn, Marina is going to do two things.
She has legendary actions.
She is going to... One, she's going to take her hands and pull back her cowl and say, "You dare attack me in my own home like this?" But she's got like a giant like knife wound in her. Like she's bleeding heavily. She probably should have done this before she started fighting you guys.
She was too eager to come out.
Yep. But she pulls her cowl back and reveals her face. And you see on her head is a writhing mass of snakes.
Uh-oh.
I've got a handout, I think. There you go. Her eyes glow a yellow and say, "Approach me again, little thing." And she is going to reach her hand out and attempt to thorn whip you, Kethra.
20 feet away?
Oh, are you 20 feet away?
Wait.
It
5.
has a range of 30 feet. Yeah. So yes, she is.
Okay. That hits.
Okay. For 14 slash. That gets you in the back as you're running away. She just puts her arm out, and a vine slashes out. And then it's Scarlet's turn.
Okay. She just knows the bad guys are this way, so she just unsheaths Telluride, because, you know, why not? And they go...
Telluride says, "Darling, when we have a moment, you might want to attune to me. I can do some quite helpful things, you know, dear."
I mean, I would have done it on the way here, except for there just wasn't time. So you and I will
I understand.
we'll have some time after she's dead, and then you and I'll figure it out. How does that sound?
Lovely.
10, 15, 20, 35. Does my longsword have a reach of 10 feet or 5 feet?
Longsword just have a 5 foot. range.
Okay. Well, I can't get that close. This is as close as I can get.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have spells that I can use that I've never used before. Which I... Whoops, wrong button. Sorry.
See? It's
I
easy
thought I
to
was-
do.
Yeah, I thought I was opening it up. No, I'll do that. I'll cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
That gives me a plus 2 AC.
You guys still have your bond going on, right? You and Tim?
I have no idea. What's that?
That's the little man symbol, or no, it's the heart symbol.
I don't remember how long it lasts.
It lasts
Warding pawn?
1
But
hour.
like 1 hour, so no, that would have.
It's gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Between the travel back and forth with the dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Shield.
Gillian, you get up there and shield yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, Scarlet, I'm sorry, and Gillian.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't go to attack her, Scarlet, so I'll let you off the hook just assuming you did it. But now that Marina has unveiled herself, if you all start within 30 feet of her, you have to make an active choice to look at her or not. If you look at her to attack, you have to make a DC 16 con save or begin to turn to stone.
Oh.
She is, in fact, a Medusa. So, Gillian, I'll give you the choice. We'll say, Scarlet, you didn't attack, so it doesn't make a difference. But, Gillian, you can choose to look or not. If you don't look, you got the blinded condition, which is basically just disadvantage on attacks.
Okay. Well, that sounds... I don't really want to turn to stone. That sounds bad.
Nobody does.
Nobody ever chooses that.
So I'm gonna first move behind Scarlet. So I can attack without looking at a disadvantage.
You can. Yep.
Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna toss my phase axe.
Okay. Through Scarlet.
Scarlet.
It's pretty good.
Believe it or not, a 17 does hit.
Okay. So that's a 7 plus, what is it? A D8,
D8. 1d8.
I
Yep.
think.
All right. So it's 13.
So it's 13. Sorry, it's not like 60 points. But...
It's fine.
Nobody can do what Catherine does.
No, that was crazy.
And then I will use my bonus action to return the phase axe. I think that's how it works, the bonus
Yep.
action, and then do it again.
Okay.
That's
12 does not hit Marina. Sails wide. All right, Tim.
All right. So I need to make a Constitution saving throw.
If you want to look. If you want to, like, look at her to attack her or do anything to her, yes.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
You're fine. You stare dead in
Right.
the eyes. How dare you look me in the eye?
He's got ghost powers.
That's right. I'm already part stone. Or part wood or something. I'm going to cast Contagion.
What?
Oh my lord.
Ooh,
So I'm
slimy
gonna
do.
make
Big slimy do.
I'm going to do Blinding Sickness.
Blinding sickness. Pain grips creature's mind and its eyes turn milky white.
Oh, nice. Nice.
There was-
Blind the Medusa. I love it.
So I need to make a spell attack. A melee spell attack.
Yep. You
What-
do have disadvantage on at the moment. Yeah.
Why is that?
No, he looks.
Because you're not. Oh, you did look.
He
Never mind. You're fine.
stared down
You're-
that
you're
Medusa.
staring her in the. Yep.
He ain't afeared.
So just my spell attack bonus? To
Yes.
1d20? Okay.
Exactly. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
A hit. You affect. Yep. At the end of the target's turns, they make a Constitution saving throw. All right. The creature has disadvantage on Wisdom checks and Wisdom saving throws, and is blinded. All right. You. Is this? Are you throwing harming leech seeds at her? Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
One of them latches onto her neck, Tim, and she screams in pain, and her eyes turn white. And you see the yellow that was glowing at you, Tim, begin to fade away. And there's specifically a bleeding eye somewhere. Maybe not. Let's go with that one. Oh, it's huge. There we go. All right. Is that it, Tim?
And so, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Nice. Does that shut her Medusa thing down?
You all... None of you have tried it yet, but you have to try it. Let's see what happens. You have to look her in the eye and see what happens. Woodwoad is next. It'll clamber up. Master, no! But it is looking very poor right now. Like it's been burned. It's going to run up with its club and try to stop you from hurting its master, Tim. And it's going to try to hit you with a club. Twice. Master, no! It ineffectually clubs at you. Sticks!
Styx will invisibly flit around the beast back there and try to give me advantage on it. With the help action.
Okay. Cool. Marina's turn. You see her eyes are milky white and she is clutching her head. She says, "No, you won't take my forest from me. It was given to me by the lord of this realm. I will see you all beneath my dirt."
Well, we can just bring it up with him if you tell us where he is.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to cast Storm of Vengeance.
Now the range says sight.
I just at a point you can see. It does say that.
Yes. You can't see.
Okay, let's see what else I got.
See into the void of her soul.
What can you do without sight?
It's the only spell that says you have to see the point, too. It's like the one spell. Alright, instead, she's going to put out her hands.
Is that a level 9 spell? Man, that would suck.
Which, by the way, I forgot to mention, Kaylin, you do see her start to cast these spells, so if you wanted to attempt a counter spell, you could.
I am out of... We did not short rest after that fight. And
Okay.
I'm out of... that fireball is my last third level spell slot.
Okay.
Cast away.
So instead, she is just going to blindly, 60 feet away from... Just 60 feet away from her, so it's... Yeah, I think that's a fireball. So let me bring your fireball out here. Like so. She is
How
going
are
to...
you aiming that?
She's just blindly just
Uh-huh.
60 feet away from her.
Vision, though.
No, V is
That's-
verbal.
That's verbal.
Verbal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
S is systematic.
Literally, that one spell was the one spell you said that said you had to see the point.
Yeah.
How does she know 60 feet out?
Yeah.
You want me to roll something to see if she guesses correctly? I tell you what, she will make a wisdom check to see how well she gauges the distance with her spell.
She does have disadvantage on it.
You're right. I should have said wisdom. Damn it. Anything higher than let's say a 13. It's not too hard.
2 twos.
Well, now you guys are. This may not be good for you. Now you don't know where it's gonna land.
No, we don't.
Let's roll a dice.
What is...
It's to the south. I was doing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
by 5 feet. So it actually does it miss everybody?
Success.
Oh wait, hold on. It's only 5 feet. I did it 10. Now that is 5 feet. So God damn it! I thought maybe she'd hit herself, but no. 5 feet to the south.
Well, that's what you get for casting spells when you're blind.
Oh Lord.
Just to make it feel better, Ketha sees that she widely misses. Is like, ah.
It
All right, that's what happens. She weakly now, once again, puts her hands back to her head. Her eyes are still white. She begins to move backward. Tim, that'll get you an attack of opportunity if she does that.
Crit. That's pretty damn close.
23 will hit.
For 19.
All right, she's got almost nothing left.
Make the saving throw.
She didn't have any concentration spells up. Sunburst was not a concentration
For
spell.
the contagion.
Oh yes, yeah. What kind of is it? Con?
Yeah.
Okay.
To be the 17.
15 does not.
17, damn.
As Mary begins to move away from you, Tim, you hear a voice in your head. May I finish it? Let me finish it.
All right. My friend, do you not like her or something?
And you see from over your shoulders, Tim, the wisp that you saw earlier comes into vision right next to you and begins to move forward. And as he moves forward, he changes shape into that ghostly, clawed ghost you saw before. And he begins to move towards Marina.
I'm beginning to think maybe we are the bad guys.
Does get the roll of Constitution and Medusa's dead.
I don't know if he's an undead. I don't know if he's immune to petrification.
She's still blind. Unless
Yeah, and she's still blind, yes.
Well,
Yeah, so
you didn't tell us what.
No, I didn't. I was gonna say it for one of your guys' turns,
Yeah.
but Kristen doesn't care. He's just moving towards her, and she looks at him with blind eyes, and nothing happens. Rykresh, however, appears again. Hey, Tim, remember, we need to talk to the woman. She's gonna tell us where the crater is. This looks like it's about to be bloody.
I can fix that. It's fine.
Tim shrugs.
just like she shrugged when the genocides happened.
And Kristen
Tim goes, oh yeah, the genocide.
begins to claw into her. He does 6 damage. She is not quite dead, but she is...
Come on, Chris, and I thought you wanted your vengeance, man.
She is on death's door.
It's been a while for him, okay?
Yeah.
It has. He's just now coming out of existence. Coming into existence. The chimera in the back launches into the air, flies 30 feet, and comes to rest behind you all.
Ugh.
And it's going to make 3 attacks, one with each of its heads. Against each of you. I don't think I've ever shown you guys the picture of this monster.
Don't believe so.
The Theron Chimera. It's
Don't get
lion.
confused with there in the door.
That's right.
Yeah. One of
It's
heads
lion
is
head.
there. Wow, that's where you ended up.
Last we saw you were turning into a goat. I guess this was the evolution of that. I don't know.
It's
The
been
lion
a
head.
weird year.
Nah, some wizard morphed me in with 2 other guys. I don't care for it.
The lion head attempts to bite you, Tim.
Anybody watching this that hasn't watched our Tomb of Annihilation campaign is very confused by
Doesn't
this
get
joke.
The unicorn head attempts to stab you, Scarlet, which upsets you because unicorns are generally a celestial creature.
Oh, that also is upsetting.
For 11 damage, 4 of which is radiant. And the eagle head attempts to bite you, Gillian. For 10 slashing damage. At the end of the round, you all see all around you dead giant ravens begin falling from the sky, hitting the ground at various places. And above you, you hear the roar of the dragon again. And see a great plume of green smoke again. And we are back up to Kalen.
Made some powerful enemies, lady. Alright, I'm just going to unleash attacks on the Chimera because that's where my Slayer's Prey is. And I don't have no idea what its armor class is, but we're going to turn on Sharpshooter. Aim down the sights and attempt to shoot it. Which I have... Styx did the thing to help me get advantage. Is that only for one attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's the attack action. It's the action itself.
Okay. So does that include the extra attack then?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I'll say yes for now, but holy shit.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a crit.
Yep, that sure is.
I don't know what all damage it's unfortunately on my end it doesn't actually reroll. Well, I guess it rerolls Slayer Prey. It's not favored enemy.
Right.
Let's see. Slayer's Prey plus Sharpshooter and then Slayer's Prey. Yeah, I think that's correct.
Okay, how much damage is that?
I don't know.
You do the math. I'm not doing
No.
the math.
31.
Thank you.
31. All right.
31 damage with one attack.
Yep.
And then Slayer's Prey only goes off once, so second attack. Galen is, after fucking up the dragon encounter so much, just nailing this one a little better. Wow! Almost got a second crit.
27 will hit the Chimera.
20 damage on that one.
20 damage. All right.
And then I can
Chimera's looking pretty bloodied.
I can bonus action attack it, which I assume this one is not advantage then. With Crossbow Expert.
Yep.
21 still hits.
It does.
17.
With those 3 attacks and the fireball, the Theron takes so many hits, and as it was biting your friends, Kalen, it just seems exhausted and lays down and expires.
Just like the real Theron.
What an anticlimactic death throw. Oh, now I just feel bad.
All right, Kethra.
How's Mariner looking?
Marina's looking real bad. She's bleeding out of her ears. She's got a knife wound in her chest. She's been hit by an axe.
The DM's concerned we're not going to get the information from her.
Yeah. Her eyes are blood or just pale white.
I'm sure we can speak with dead people or something by now.
I told you I've got this handled if she dies.
There you go.
I'm gonna hit Kristen from behind.
You're gonna what?
Listen. He is on your side, but I suppose
Is
he's
he?
in. You don't. I mean, he wants to kill Merida. That's all you know.
Right, and we need information from Marina. So he's not on our side anymore.
All right.
Anyway, I have flanking bonus, I assume, because he's facing Marina.
Marina is not your ally, so no, you do not.
But the enemy of my enemy is my ally.
She is not, in fact, your ally at all.
Alright, then I'll stand here instead. I'm still going to attack Kristen.
Okay.
Wait. But I don't get a sneak attack on him?
No.
Where was I?
You were just looking for who you could sneak attack, weren't you? You'll justify it later.
If I can't sneak attack, then screw it.
Alright, fine. I will shoot at Marina, missing a vital organ. I assume I have advantage because she's blinded.
You do. I think that's how blind works.
It is, I looked it up.
Okay. That sounded right.
And I should get sneak attack because Kristen's our ally.
Yes, that's right. She's also blinded, so I think anytime you have advantage, you get sneak attack.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right. Anyway, I do 32, but I miss a vital organ, so...
That is... That's...
Now it does say, I believe you can always render unconscious within a right?
Does it say, is there no, like, excessive damage rules?
I mean...
Because that is excessive damage.
I took my blunt arrow out.
I don't...
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, I know.
if there's excessive
Somebody
damage
in
rules-
chat help us out with that, but I believe you're allowed to incapacitate someone with a killing blow, but I may be wrong. It rarely comes up in our game.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar. I feel like we've had that before.
I kind of...
Yeah, we've definitely dealt with this at least once before.
Pushing unconscious, damage and healing, falling unconscious. Maybe it's incapacitate is what I'm looking for. Also, the MVPC poll is up. For those of you watching live, please vote the MVPC poll using exclamation vote and then the name. I'm not finding it on mine.
Yeah, it just says, you know what it does say?
Knock a creature out. Oh, it does say melee attack.
It says melee attack.
The attacker can knock the creature out instantly.
Yeah.
Damage
Melee?
is dealt. Yeah, it does
Yeah.
say with melee attack.
I've got this. It's fine. Let her die.
All right.
I've got this.
Scarlet calls out to Catherine.
It's fine.
Even if you were trying, Catherine, she was so, like, out of it at this point that your arrow
So
just, like,
incapacitated.
nicks her throat and just blood spurts out of her neck. No! And she falls to her death.
Oh, sorry, Kristen. Did you want to do that?
Yeah!
He stole. All he wanted to do was have that vengeance. He stole his kill.
He's never gonna go find peace now.
As she dies, a couple of things happen. You all see in the sky, almost instantly, the rain ceases. At almost that same instant, the the darkness begins to fade and the sun begins to come up as if it's like this day is cycling again. In the
world is
sky now,
fading.
you can see a little bit more clearly through the trees. You can see that Telluri is still up there. There's still a few giant ravens left, and Telluri is, or Valdemar actually, is biting at them, attacking them, and they just dissipate. They all just fly. The remaining birds fly off in different directions.
See, I did this on purpose, so now the dragon thinks we did kill her, and then whatever Scarlet does will be despite that, or past that fact.
That's right. The woodwode standing in front of you, almost burned to cinder, looks like it's just lost its like focus, like it just got distracted, and it just starts wandering off into the forest. You can attack it if you want. You can. It looks like it's got almost nothing in its tank, but it just sort of it drops its weapons and just starts wandering off into the forest.
Bye, Woodsy.
Just blow on it.
Sorry about
Yeah, basically.
burning.
What happens with our friend Crispy?
Kristen, full skeleton ghost form, bloody claws, approaches you, Tim, with his hands out, and he puts his bloody claws on each of your shoulders. And his skull face gets really close to yours. Am I free now?
My friend, you are always free with the creator inside of you. But
Fair.
yes, she's gone.
Vengeance. Fare thee well.
Bye.
Use my hammer. Kill more druids.
And do.
And the skeleton fades away.
All right, as he fades away,
He just hated
Into-
druids this whole time. He was a genocidist too. No.
as our friend Crispy fades away, what y'all see if you look over is you see Scarlet holding her knife above the heart of, above the heart of her with one hand on her head, and then she will cast Revivify,
Mm.
Ooh,
and I shall bring her back with 1 hit point.
that's a good way to start an interrogation right there.
All right.
She's
All right.
dead or almost dead.
She is now almost. Or wait,
Before
died
that.
of the. I don't know how the rules work with NPCs exactly. She was dead. that arrow bolt caught a vital organ, even though it didn't mean to. It was too much damage.
Whoops, I guess I'm too strong for my own good.
And she looks up at you, Scarlet.
She can't, she's blind.
She's the spell probably went away when she died, but pretty hard reset.
Oh no, we're all stoned. Crap.
No, Scarlet made sure to cover
Put a
the hair, so
Okay,
it's literally
okay.
just her eyes.
throw a sweater over her head or something.
Everything's like wrapped around. She has her mouth free, her little bit of nose, and her eyes. That's all that's free. And if she moves,
You
like
could also just cut the hair off, and then it won't be
The
restored.
snakes? Oh no.
Put these sunglasses on and don't you take them off.
she only had a minute, so she had to do things real fast. So she's got
Yeah.
tell your eye
Just runs
by the
out,
hilt. Like the point is like pushing into the skin, but it's not breaking the skin.
Okay.
Hand was on her head, cast Revivify, and then she'll just look at the woman and she'll say, "Start talking."
Should kill me now if I cannot have my forest.
Don't
Which-
worry, honey. It's probably gonna happen anyway. But for
Shit.
right now, you need to tell us where we can find your boyfriend. I want to go home.
You want the creator of this place,
Yes.
the man who calls himself after his own creation,
Yes.
Anonyma.
Yes.
I saw him 11 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
He was with me in my home.
Mm-hmm.
He left me.
With money on the
To-
side table.
I am no whore.
Don't wiggle now.
Ah! He was going to indoctrinate some new citizens of Anonyma. It
Fair.
is his ritual to make them citizens, but also to ensure that they do not act against the best interests of this place.
Citizens.
He didn't tell me who he was bringing in.
Did he
What?
tell you where he was going?
He did.
Where?
He was excited about them. He said that never before had these types of beings existed in unity. He was a fool. If he is dead, it serves him right. He was going to his temple on the island of Convergence. In the northeast end of this plain, there is an island where he has built a temple. He brings all new citizens there at first to make them citizens, and then gives them whatever place he gives them in this world.
It's Liberty Island.
Mm-hmm.
That is where he was going.
That was 11 days ago.
It was. It was.
What else do we need to know?
He should have been back by now. He is probably dead. This is probably all in vain. He was excited, though.
Did he tell you where these citizens were coming from?
No. Only that they wished to live in peace together, and that such a thing was so extraordinary that it had never been done in any plane of existence before. He was a prideful old bastard as well.
I've dealt with my fair share of those. Okay. Now you have a choice to make. You can go about and continue to live in your forest. And
Scarlet, in the middle of you saying that, you hear a voice boom out. No, she doesn't. And crashing through the trees, Valdemar comes landing next to you all. Step away, little paladin.
Now you are going to let me finish what I was saying. I didn't say how long she was going to live in the forest. I knew you were still up there. You need to calm yourself down.
My vengeance will not wait much longer.
Your vengeance can wait until we have safe passage out of the forest.
Ooh, tell the dragon to give us a ride out of here.
Otherwise, I will plunge the sword into her and your vengeance will be sated. It's your choice, Mr. Dragon.
Finish what you are doing.
Then you two can have your little chat.
We will.
As I was saying. She just turns her back to the dragon. Scarlet's got she's done. She wants to go home. She's got a shiny sword. She needs to take it home, build it an altar. She's got a quest now of her own. And she'll turn around and say, back up.
All right.
Personal space. 6 feet. 6 feet. You're not wearing a mask. So she'll finish and she will just tell the woman that she was going to give her a choice, but it seems like she's going to have to deal with the consequences of her actions, and that she wishes her courage for whatever comes in the next life. And we'll get up and relay where the master dude went to everybody and say, let's get out of here. And we'll immediately walk out towards the edge of the forest that she knows. And just pat the dragon and say, y'all have fun.
Now we're doing a thing where we walk with the explosion behind us, but instead of an explosion, it's a dragon eating a lady.
It is. It absolutely is. It's the dragon, as you guys walk away, the dragon says, yes. Don't come here again, little ones. This is Valdemar's forest now.
Yes, we'll be sure to update all the maps, thank you.
You all hear a slight scream, a brief scream, but none of you turn your backs. Do the cool walkaway thing.
That's right, kind of the cool walkway thing. I grimace a little bit.
Yep.
Scarlet is silently praying.
Mm-hmm.
Like she knows that she basically brought that woman back to die, but she had to do.
Yeah.
In her head, it was the right thing to do. It was the right thing to get the information that they needed to be able to find the person who could get them home. And she had to, in relation to her faith, have courage in knowing that she did the right thing.
Look, who are you trying to
And-
convince?
Yep.
She this is the weight that she carries in her head is how she deals with it, and
Yeah.
she's just like, all right, well, I pray. She's praying for her immortal soul and hopes that the gods will help her along the path of righteousness and give her the comeuppance that she deserves.
All right. And with
As
that,
if
you
she
you all are able to walk away. Rycrash tells you as you once you guys are long away from the dragon, that pretty much the only way out of here is the way you got in, is to keep following the river. So you are able to just travel through the forest back to the river to get out of here and start your path to the islands, which I will show you very briefly where you're going. Yep.
Oh no, it's not across the desert with the giant monsters.
It is over here.
Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go.
Summit Island is your destination.
Hang on, you said over here. I don't know where that is.
Oh, I thought I
Yeah.
dragged the thing. There, you guys there now?
Nope.
No.
Give me a cardinal
Okay.
direction.
Are you guys on the map?
We're on the map.
Screw-
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. That's why it's not working. Straight to the east. There's a new thing on the map. Summit Island. You see it?
Well, take your word for it.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why. For some reason, it's not working. Oh well.
One of the islands east.
All right. And with that, you guys are able to get out of the forest, get on the river until you clear the mountain range that was protecting this grove. And a full day is basically passed at this point, and you all can long rest.
Thank goodness.
And when you long rest, you will level up to level 15.
Hey.
Yep. So prepare for that for next time. And I'll also remember to identify the sword you got and the scroll of the potion you got.
Yes, please.
All right. Well, with that, thank you to Reese, Rochelle, Raymond, Heather, and Eric. And thank you to our wonderful fans for watching.
Thank you to our awesome DM Chris. Go to roguewatson.com for recaps and patreon.com/roguewatson if you would like to support the channel. Head on over to our post-session discussion chat for The Lost Plane, as some of us will be jumping over to that stream to commiserate with Chris on his terrible, terrible rolls. And our awesome rolls. Otherwise, we'll see you all next time.
Did I miss who won the poll?
Oh, you're
yeah,
right.
wonderful.
It was a tie between Kalen and Tim, and it was a very contentious poll, by the way. There was a lot of votes.
Ooh.
Like everybody had a good
Okay.
game.
Kale and
Kale-
Tim, give yourselves advantage or
Yeah.
inspiration.
Inspiration, yes.
Yeah. Nice.